So you have rental income from a property or a couple of properties, and you don't know if that money should go into your business bank account, the business about real estate brokerage, or into your personal bank account. Is that right? Is that what you get? If that's something that you are currently experiencing as a real estate agent or real estate broker, stay here. I'm going to address it very quickly and I'm going to explain the reasoning why. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple of options. All right. So you're a real estate agent, you sell real estate and you make money via commissions, and that is your business. But you have an LLC, ideally that gets taxed as an S corp, where all of the money from all the commissions from selling properties go to, and that's where you have your operational expenses. But you also have your own personal uh, tax return, right? Where things flow from the LLC into the person, and you submit uh, your personal everything into your personal tax return. And you're wondering, properties like the rental income is not part of my business necessarily, right? And should it go just into my personal tax return? Should it go into the LLC bank account? Or should it go, right? So here's what not to do, which a couple of clients of mine have done. What not to do is, sorry, I wasn't trying to be dramatic. What not to do is to not have the rental income go through your LLC first and then hit your personal bank account. Please do not do that. And definitely on QuickBooks, do not try to exclude that money. So please don't do it, or receive it as income and then cancel out that income. Please don't do that. That's going to raise red flags with the IRS. That's going to increase your um your your taxes or your taxable income. Please do not do that. All right? What you should do is either make that your agency, your brokerage firm, your brokerage business also have the service of rental income like part of this activity, and then create a couple of accounts in the chart of accounts, or you can even create tags on QuickBooks or classes to separate the expenses from the brokerage business from the rental income. But that's what you want to do, create the separation. Ideally, what you should be wanting to do, and I have realized that a lot of real estate agents, if not most of them, start as a real estate agent so they can eventually in the future become real estate investors and have their own properties and stop doing the brokerage thing. So ideally, what you want to do is have an LLC, create a new LLC, and have its own bank account. And then you start having one, two, three, four, five, whatever else number of LLCs you want to have. I mean, whatever number of properties you want to have them under that specific LLC that is separate from your brokerage bank account. So you're going to have your realtor or brokerage business here with its own LLC or its own S corp with its own bank account. And you want to have a new LLC that is going to hold your assets and it's going to hold all of the operational expenses of those rental properties. And you want to have in a separate LLC, separate bank account, and all of that is going to flow to you, to your tax return. But that's the proper structure you want to have for asset protection and for clean books too. So that's what ideally you want to have. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to spend the money on creating a new LLC, or you just don't want to go to the bank, you can store that money into your business bank account, but make sure that you separate what you are doing in that business from your brokerage. Otherwise, your books are going to get messy very quickly. But yeah, that's ideally what you want to do. All right. If you want more information about how to do the books for your real estate brokerage business, keep following, subscribe to this channel, and you feel free to ask any questions in the comments. All right. Take care.